Hello and welcome to the 62nd edition of the Tiger Highline Online. This week will likely be our last episode of 2014, and we have some great features for you, including recaps of recent music concerts and a profile on a student who has an innovative way to communicate. So let's get to it.
Using an innovative technological adaptation, a sophomore with cerebral palsy has been able to participate in a much wider range of opportunities. Sammy has the story.
The Tiger's Den Student Lounge has become a hot spot for students to hang out during study halls and lunch. However, it's more than a lounge to some students, like Zach Carr. To Zach, the Tiger's Den is a way for him to volunteer and make new friends. Zach volunteers in the Tiger Den during 4th hour on Mondays and Thursdays.
My name is Sammy. I am 15 years old.
He has a Samsung communication device, and he uses 2 switches to use the device. One switch, it scans through choices on his device, and then the second switch allows him to decide what exactly he wants to say.
Well, since he can't really talk, I think it's a better way for him to be able to use his hands and stuff like that, because he knows sign language, but not everyone does, and it's nice to have an audible voice to.
Zach has cerebral palsy, a disability that leaves him unable to use his legs and most of his arms. Before the communication device Zach uses in the Tiger's Den, he had limited means of communication.
Before, he would scream or be very loud, and you never knew exactly what was the matter. Was he upset? Was he angry? Where now he's much quieter.
Because of Zach's severe disability, some students are scared to interact with him.
Truthfully, you just treat him like you would want to be treated. You come up and just talk to him like anybody else. You do have to be a little patient because it takes him a little bit longer to communicate. But also, if you're nervous, it's okay to ask questions, because that's how you get the information. That's how you find out all about Zach and what he does like. And so if you just come up to like you would to any of your other friends, that would be perfect.
This is Sammy reporting for the Tiger Highline.
Fox Pop!
Fox Pop.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Williams. Something that I would totally like for Christmas is an iPhone 5. And on top of that, something I got that was super cool was a new video game. It's called Assassin's Creed 3.
I would say the best Christmas present I ever got was when I was in elementary school and I got a Nintendo for Christmas. So it was really expensive at the time. It was hundreds of dollars, and I knew we couldn't afford it, but somehow we got it anyway. And that was probably my entertainment for about a couple of years. So that was definitely the best present I've ever got.
For Christmas this year, I hope to get money for college because it's going to be tough to save up.
So my favorite gift would probably be the pool table that I got for me and my sister from my parents.
I would say the best thing I ever got for Christmas was a hamster when I was 10 years old. My brother got it for me. I chose to buy him a $50 Coke. He got me an $8 hamster, and I thought it was an even trade because the hamster was awesome.
In these next couple of stories, Becky, Courtney, Muhammad, and I will share the sounds from the holiday music concerts.
On Monday, December 8th at 7:30 in the Cedar Falls High School auditorium, the band kicked off the winter concert season.
So band's pretty cool because we go to concerts and we get to dress all spiffy. I'm wearing my bow tie right now. $30 at Kohl's. You should go out and buy one. Yeah, so we just had a concert. It was pretty poppin'. The other band played. We played, and it was real. Everyone go for band and go to Kohl's and buy a nice bow tie.
since November 11th, we've been working hard on this stuff. And it's a pretty quick turnaround time from November 11th to December 8th. And we have Thanksgiving in there and the All-State Week. So a lot of disruptions, but I was really pleased with what the kids got done and the amount of time that we had to prepare, and thought they did a good job tonight.
So I'm in the symphonic band with Mr. Ramsey, and we practice every day during fourth hour. And the songs we played for this last concert were really hard, but we practiced a lot, so they ended up being pretty fun to play. And I think they went pretty well at the concert. We have concerts every season, I think. And this is my first year in the symphonic band, so it's kind of a struggle, but also fun because I'm actually like learning how to play better.
The last song, Foundry, it's very like boom and bang and crash and yeah.
This has been Courtney Dobson reporting for the Tiger Highline Online.
The men's choir group is going to be one of 3 vocal ensembles performing in Monday night's winter concert at the auditorium. The men's choir is made up of a total of 23 guys, with 15 being sophomores, 6 being juniors, and 2 who are seniors. Cedar Falls High School has a great choir tradition, with multiple Tigers having been sent to the exclusive all-state choir event every year since 1992. The ensemble is really excited for their concert on Monday night, as they are prepared to show all the hard work that they have put in. But it's not just all about the music. It's about a brotherhood and a camaraderie that the guys and Mr. Crane shared that makes the choir so special and so fun for all of them. A great choir group isn't formed overnight. It takes lots of work and months of preparation to get to the point where they're concert ready.
There's so much stuff that we have to go through with singing our pieces. We only work on 3 songs, and it seemed like it'd be really easy to just learn those really quickly. But with Mr. Kranz, it's perfect with everything, and we have to redo a lot of things over and over again. It gets really frustrating, but in the end, it's really worth it when we can hear ourselves in the concert.
Rehearsal every day, they seem to get better and do what I ask of them, whether it's vocal technique or learning notes and rhythms. I always hear an improvement from the beginning of one rehearsal to the end, and then from rehearsal from day to day. They just keep working hard in rehearsal and doing what I ask of them.
Mr. Elliot Kranz, who is the men's choir director, came to become the director at Cedar Falls High School 5 years ago, and is already garnering the respect and adoration of his students.
Mr. Kranz, he's like a second father to all of us. He's always there for us if we need him. He's just a great person. He always keeps us energetic, and he makes us laugh, and it keeps the class interesting, even though we're singing constantly. Sometimes that can get boring or tiring, but he's a great person to be around, and I wouldn't want anyone else instructing our choir.
I grew up in the Twin Cities area, up by Minneapolis and St. Paul. I went to Luther College in Decorah, Iowa, and I taught for 7 years in Minnesota, and I came here 5 years ago. I've always enjoyed music. I've always been a part of music ensembles in high school and college, and it's something that speaks to me, and I'm able to connect to students.
Everything's set in place for the guys to knock it out of the park with a fantastic winter concert on Monday night. Reporting for the Tiger Highline Online, this was Giaco Bonza and Mohamed Badi.
I got to go with Alabama. They got a big, excellent, offensive line. They're always a good football program, and I just feel like they have the tools to win it this year.
I think that Alabama will win the national championship just because they have more talent. Also, they have Ross Piercebaker on their team, a Cedar Falls grad, so I'm a little bit biased. It would be nice to see somebody new win it, but I think that's the odds-on favorite for this year?
I think either Bama or Oregon is going to win it. Probably, I'm going to say Oregon, because people were talking about that a lot. Well, actually, okay, I'm going to go with Bama because they won 3 of the last, 5, and I think it's hard to bet against.
I think that Alabama will beat Ohio State. Ohio State has really been playing well, but it's going to be kind of hard to overcome the loss of 2 quarterbacks when you're playing a team the caliber of Alabama. So I think they'll win on that side. On the other side, you have Florida playing Oregon. It's not Florida State. Florida State has been living on the edge all year. Their luck will run out. Oregon will end up beating Florida State. And then in the championship game, I think Alabama will beat Oregon because of their quality of depth and defense.
Ever wonder how to disassemble your AR-15? Well, Colton's got you covered in this week's featured podcast, Guns and Stuff.
Alright, I'm going to do a quick disassembly video just to show you guys how to take apart an AR-15. So, first what you're going to do is see these 2 pins right here. You're going to pop those out, starting with usually one in the back. Go ahead and pop that out, that'll split the weapon in half. You can pop out the front one. Just like that, and it'll separate into 2. Now, you don't need this part any longer. This is about as far as you're going to take this apart, just like that. Now, for the top part, you guys see right here, this carries the bolt. The bolt's right here. So what you're going to do, pull the charging handle back, slide the bolt out, and pull the charging handle out. Now you got the charging handle and the bolt. So, take the bolt apart, flip it over, push that back, pull out the little retaining pin right there. This looks like that. Don't lose this either, by the way. Then, firing pin comes out, right out the back in here, right from in here. Firing pin. And then you can take this out, right here. Forgot what that's called. Bam. And then you can slide the bolt out. It's the bolt carrier. And now you can take a little pin and push that little pin right there out, but you don't really have to. So pushing that out will basically just allow you to take the extractor out. You really don't need to take the extractor out. I just leave it in. So now basically at this point, you just go ahead and clean all this. Clean inside here. Make sure you get inside the breech right in there. And then for this, basically I clean in here where the hammer is. Sometimes that might make it easier if you let it up. Push it down, just go like that. The buffer tube in here you really don't need to take out, but if you really want to, just push down on this right here. And then the buffer tube comes out just like that. You just pull it all the way out if you want to take it out. Push it back in, just push it in like that. Yep, and that's basically it. Now, to basically put it back together, you're going to do everything you just did in the opposite fashion. This goes in. This goes right in here. Just like that. Pull that forward. And then spin it to be in line that way. Then, you're going to put the firing pin back in. Just like that. And then in goes the pin. Bam, there you go. Then you're going to put the bolt carrier back inside Start with the charging handle, find the groove inside, put it in like that, slide a little bit forward, but not all the way in. Slide that in, push it all the way forward, bam, just like that. And then you're going to attach it again. And then you're going to attach it again. And there you go.
Well, that's a wrap for episode 62. We hope you enjoyed it and will also enjoy the rest of our stories on our website. We may be offering similar features before the year's end, but we'll be back with a full show in 2015. See you then, and remember, keep it classy, Cedar Falls.